Hello everyone, we're back with another Sneaker Shop Talk video, and today I'm actually a little late because the article went up several days ago, and so I'm just not getting around to uploading the video. I was a bit under the weather, so that kind of hampered me. My voice wasn't sounding right, so I'm back, so here we are. At any rate, let's proceed. So as you can see, shoe on the screen is the highly, and I do mean highly anticipated, black and red Air Jordan 11. I will not use that ridiculous nickname that unfortunately has permeated this sneaker culture lexicon. I digress. As most of you know, this shoe is going to be the main event of, at least for Nike and Jordan brand's perspective, of holiday 2019. So when this shoe was initially announced, there was a lot of misinformation put out about whether it was going to have 45 on the back. There were even other videos put out that had misinformation on them. But as always, a little bit of research and time will usually suss these sort of things out, and more information has come out, images and things of that nature, which brings us to where we are now, where we had more images of the shoe to come out. And as you can see, for one, it's going to have the as close to the original as possible. The patent rand, which is what that's actually called there, is going to be higher, a la closer to the original, than not that skimpy stripper patent leather that they'd been putting out up until a few years ago, which is a plus. Not only that, as you can see, for those of you who are either old enough to remember or even own a pair of original black and red 11s, if you'll remember, the edge of the leather, it wasn't black like it was on the 2001 and subsequent version. It had that white edge to it. So at least on these pictures, it looks like that could be present on the 2019 version. And if it is, I like it. I have a 2001 version, and I do have an original version. And I like it either way. But I'll be honest, I do prefer this, as my thing is, I want it to be closer to the original. It's gonna have 23 on the back. When people were saying that, I couldn't understand why people were saying it was going to have 45 on the back, because the man doesn't have, at least by the time he rolled around to playing in this shoe, there was no connection with that number. He wasn't even wearing 45, and that was the season before. So it kind of goes back to what I was talking about, people putting out information just to put out information so they can be first or whatever. But there was never common sense. Okay, I use common sense when it came to some of these sneaker companies. Forgive me for that. But that you would think under... Okay, I'm trying to say it without giving them too much credit, because as we see, they'll do stuff that defies logic. Let me just say it like this. It shouldn't... 45 had no business on the shoe. I'll just leave it at that. It just wouldn't have made any sense to put it on the shoe. And I'll be perfectly honest, had they put it on the shoe, it might have been a deal breaker for me, because that's just lazy, cheap, stupid, and asinine. And if you want to get some of my hard-earned money, you got to come correct. And if more people thought like that, to make these sneaker companies work for your money and not just take any crap that they churn out because it slightly, resembles the shoe that you've been fiending for how many years, then they're going to continue to do that. Which is why, in a sense, like, we always talk about that stretch I know I'm off on one. I'm coming back. That stretch in the mid 20 teens where Jordan Quality took a precipitous nosedive. Well, the thing about it is, from their standpoint, yes, we cut corners. They knew what they did. But if lines are still wrapped around the corner of every sneaker establishment from here to Walla Walla, Washington, why would they change course? That tells them to proceed on full steam ahead, because you talk with your dollars. And by all those shoes selling out like that, that says you had no problem with BS shoes. That's basically what that was. And eventually the clamor, got into the remaster. I'm using air quotes like y'all can see me. Which, some hits and misses there, but that is another video for another day. So let me bring it back to this where we need to be. Let me get back on subject. But anyway, so far, I mean, from these images, so far it looks like the shoe is on the right track. So I know when you see these shoes this far out, there likely will be some differences, because for all these could be samples, these could be calibration runs. It's highly likely that they'll be, or likely, let me not say highly likely, there could be still a tiny bit of differences between what we're seeing and the final retail version. So just keep that in mind, as images will continue to come out of this shoe as the summer progresses and even into the fall, as we get ready to ramp up for this big time release. So I'm sure by the time I post this video, we may even have another set of images. That seems to be the way this goes, and I'll probably do a separate video on that, and likely an update on the website. So, which by the way is sneakershoptalk.com. And if you hadn't, head over there and check out what we're doing. Great stuff. Sports, news, sneakers, all of that. Definitely check that out. Be sure to follow us on the various social media platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, and our Facebook page as well. All will be listed at the end of this video. So, thank you for spending a few moments with us at our channel here. We'll be back with more videos real soon. Take care. Peace. It's just awful because,